This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Welcome to TPC SAWGRASS, known for one of the most terrifying holes in all of golf, the 17th Island Green. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We'll be calling all the action for today's event. Frank, you're no stranger to this layout, and what's nice about it, Frank, is it doesn't favor any one style of play. The Bombers have won here, and so too have the point-to-point guys, the shorter hitters.
Yeah, the Bombers have to take advantage of the par fives. That's where they get their advantage. But there's so many positional tee shots out here, then all of a sudden, the guys, when you throttle back, you give the advantage back to the shorter hitters. Very well-balanced golf course.
Starting the round here at the TPC SAWGRASS, the first hole, 423-yard par 4. And Frank, it's actually a mirror image of the 10th hole. So what's the strategy as players get started?
Ideally, you want to keep it down the left, but that bunker all the way in the distance does come into play for the longer hitters. For a lot of players, just simply a 3-wood down there, you're only going to have a short iron in. And this green is sort of an irregular shaped green, and it sort of slopes left to right. So ideally, if you can, you keep your tee shot down the right side of this fairway.
Let's see what the dominant number 1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. 1 under early in the round. Now to the second. Frank, what do you make of this hole?
Well, over the years, we've seen more and more people hitting 3-wood off this tee. And the 3-wood's normally easier to draw, and it doesn't run out down that right side.
Excellent looking shot here. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. And from the fairway for his second shot here.
See that bit where they mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there.
Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. But now a chance for a birdie. Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Now the par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity here. Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close here for some unknown reason.
And it makes the green in regulation. Frank, see if he can get the hat trick here.
Oh, things are looking so good. Strokes good, swings good. Let's see if it goes in.
On the way. Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of 2 evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Pretty good shot right there. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Routine stuff for Rory. That's a par. Fifth hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, really, if you're long or short hitter, the long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, he'll have to take a full swing at this putt for birdie.
This is long, but every now and again, one of these finds the bottom of the cup and makes that magic sound.
How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. Let's crawl that. Hole's round. Ball's meant to go in.
Par attempt here. Did the job right there. Frank, what do you think of the sixth? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very, very few people hit driver here.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
So in a good spot now, fairway again, and a good opportunity to make a birdie here on the par 5. Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
He's hit the green, but his work is by no means finished. A difficult putt coming up from about 25 feet. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just a couple of feet. 3 under on the day. Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This is a good-looking shot. On the green in regulation. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Wow, I thought he made that. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Lining this one up for par. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par threes, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is, longest of the 4 par threes, plus it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front. Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle-nose down.
Can't even see it from here. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Solid play, heart of the green. And getting ready for the putt. Got it for par. Frank, now at the 9th, this really is one of my favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par 5 regularly in 2. And the reason why they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot.
Great lie. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Not a single weakness today. What a performance. Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Frank, this is all about plotting your way around. Now the 3rd shot at the 9th.
Yeah, there's a reward for a precise short iron shot in here. If the pin's on the right or the left, precision pays off.
And it makes the green in regulation. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Good putt and a good move now to 4 under. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
And he's made the green. So a tester from 4 feet. Routine stuff for Rory. That's a par. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5. No shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it.
Excellent position and just a huge shot. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Settles in over the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
This for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par 4s. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Now the approach to the 12th, Frank. What's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Early part of this second 9 and a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
Now it's at sneaky distance.
So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. Did the job right there. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass, tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Bit of a disappointment there. That is a solid par putt right there. Now one of the most demanding holes on this golf course, the 14th, 481-yard par 4.
If you ever want a litmus test at TPC Sawgrass on who's playing well, check the tee shots on 14. If you stripe it down here, you know you're driving the ball well. Too often we see people messing with the mounds on the right. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my eye.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
Birdie try up next. Good chance here. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Impressive. Once again, that's a par, remaining at 5 under. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really 2 good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly, and 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Sit down, get down.
Oh, this is going.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long. .200 yards to the flagstick.
Oh, this is right at it.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Just 5 feet left. Moves to -8. Frank, as a fan, it's so exciting because it's just so simple as well. Ball's in the air. You're wondering, where is it? Wet, dry, short, long, winner or loser?
And it's no surprise that this hole was an accident. This one was designed by not Pete Dye, but his wife Alice Dye. But we have seen so many accidents right here.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Score that. A birdie. Now to the final hole here at TPC SAWGRASS, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
It's no snack, though.
Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful roll. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.